Here we are, everybody. The World Health Organization, the WHO, on their website, June 5th, 2023. I'm reporting on this June 20th. I believe it is a Monday or a Tuesday. Anyways, let's get down to this terribleness. Starting with the title, the European Commission and WHO launched landmark digital health initiative to strengthen global health security. Yeah, sure. Let's read their article. The World Health Organization and European Commission have announced today the launch of a landmark digital health partnership. In June 2023, WHO will take up the European Union EU system of digital COVID-19 certification to establish a global system that will help facilitate global mobility and protect citizens across the world from ongoing and future health threats, including pandemics, of course. This is the first building block of the WHO Global Digital Health Certificate Network, the GDHCN, that will develop a wide range of digital products to deliver better health for all and more control of all. Wait, it doesn't say that. Building on the EU's highly successful digital health certificate, WHO aims to offer all WHO member states access to an open source digital health tool, which is based on the principles of equity, innovation, transparency, and data protection and privacy, said Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, WHO Director General. New digital health products and development aim to help people everywhere receive quality health jab services quickly and more effectively. Based on the EU Global Health Strategy and the WHO Global Strategy on Digital Health, the initiative follows the November 30th, 2022 agreement between Commissioner, the Health Director, and Dr. Tedros to enhance strategic cooperation on global health issues. This further bolsters a robust multilateral system with WHO at its core, powered by a strong EU. Yes. And we all remember what happened at the EU Commission about the vaccines, where Janine Small said under oath on video that they did not test for transmission before distribution of Pfizer, which means all of the mandates were based on the lie that they tested for transmission and it actually stopped transmission. I think we can say this now on CensorTube, but if you don't see this video, then it is still censored. This partnership is an important step for the digital action of the global health strategy by using European best practices to contribute to digital health standards, interoperability globally to the benefit of those most in need, such as the globalist elite who sacrifice babies still. It is also a powerful example of how alignment between... Okay, I'm just getting tired of this. Let's move on. There's no better partner, blah, blah, blah. Here's some more scary stuff. With 80 countries and territories connected to the EU Digital COVID-19 Certificate, the EU has set a global standard in control. The EU certificate has not only been an important tool in controlling people with the pandemic strategy, but has also facilitated international travel and tourism, or eliminated international travel for tourism who do not follow the narrative and get the deadly jabs. I am pleased that the WHO will build on the privacy-preserving principles and cutting-edge technology of the elite globalists with the EU certificate to create a global tool against future pandemics that we will be creating. One of the key elements in the European Union's work against the COVID-19 created pandemic has been digital COVID-19 certificates for control, which to facilitate or defacilitate or deregulate or regulate free movement within its borders. The EU swiftly established interoperable COVID-19 certificates based on open source technologies and standards, similar to Canada's, blocking people at the borders from re-entering Canada with their $1 billion app called ArriveCan. From the onset of the future pandemic that we will be creating, the WHO engaged with all and WHO regions to define overall guidelines for such certificates and rules and regulations so we can limit people's movement and control them and take away their elections and force medical procedures on people that go against the Nuremberg Code and the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, our constitutions, and around the world common sense. to help strengthen global health preparedness in the face of the growing health threats that are happening every day, including the environment, attacking the biggest threat to the world is the environment. The first building block of the global WHO system becomes operational in June 2023. That's this month, guys, when I have upcoming court as well. It aims to be progressively developed in the coming months. Ironic, in June 2023, the WHO is instigating this digital passport, and yet on the 23rd of June, I have to go and defend myself with a charter application where my Charter of Rights and Freedoms, my right to peaceful assembly, my right to peaceful association, my right to freedom of press, and my right to a fair trial, unimpugned and unhindered and with no threats of intimidation by Conrad Herbs. So how ironic. Oh, here they goes. This partnership will work to technically develop the WHO system with a staged approach to cover additional use cases, which will include, for example, the digitization of the International Certificate of Vaccination or prophylaxis. Expanding such digital solutions will be essential to deliver terrible health for citizens across the globe. It also says at the end, particular attention will be paid to the equitable opportunities for the globalist elites, for other citizens' forced participation by those who don't need it, such as low and middle income countries. Yeah, and so that's the end of the article, guys. Scary stuff. Hope you enjoyed my take on the read, throwing in my little excerpts. So this is Ernie Racing, guys, and I think it's June 20th, 2023. We're all going to be doomed if this kind of just keeps... everything, they just keep doing so much. There's so much happening so fast. Take away our guns, censor the internet, on and onward, screw up our elections, election interference, no public inquiries, digital passports, you can't travel, can't leave your country, 15-minute cities, on and on. Guys, they are just pushing, they're distracting you with the terms of racism and the terms of LGBTQ confusion and indoctrinating children with sexual acts and shows in front of them. When back in the day, it used to be a taboo to be topless, but now it's okay to shake your ass and have children jump up on these drag queens who are detrimental and actually hurting the gay pride themselves. Now the gay community is standing up against this LGBTQ, hijacking their own system, and now everybody is kind of just getting so pissed off with this. But again, the sheep will keep on sheeping and keeping these things coming through, just like the last election we just had yesterday, where again a couple liberals are elected in sub by elections. And again, our PPC leader doesn't win, and they elect another conservative lackey who's not doing anything in Parliament besides just pushing the same bullshit of kind of covering up what's going on, but only creating pushback, but never doing anything, never speaking out really against the pandemic, speaking about the jabs and talking about the transmission and the mandates were all based on one lie. Nothing is being talked about that really matters. It's just always about, little election interference, we need a public inquiry. But what about the big factors of everybody now with myocarditis, people dying, people dropping dead, people just going unconscious and dropping dead as they're singing concerts? Ernie Racing News.